This was our pumpkin patch area. Our pumpkins ended up getting drowned out last year, so we ended up moving the cows and goats in. They spent some time in here with a couple round bales. I just planted it with Mangelwurzels. That's the Mangel beets, the big large beets. And it's kind of hard to tell because obviously there's some old cow patties in here, but essentially I've got, you can basically see we got a first row here, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Spacing about a foot or so apart. You can see here, I'm dug down into the spent hay, wood chips, and got down into the topsoil. Some areas was a little deeper than others. Where the round bale was, I had to dig a little bit further, obviously. And then I have these rows spaced about 2 foot apart. So again, about 12-inch spacing on the rows, and then the rows are about 2 foot apart. Now, this cow manure, obviously, as you can see, is not overly composted down, but this is not meant to be a human garden. This is a livestock garden. So I'm not concerned about the cow manure. The idea is to grow some fodder beets for our pigs and chickens. So that's the plan here. We'll see how it goes. We're looking at 100 days to harvest, so hopefully that works out well. Also, I just planted some, get this where you can see, some Tromancino squashes. Flipping about here. These are spaced at about 7 feet. This may or may not work in some of these areas because of the shade, but I just threw a couple seeds in there to see. So basically I have some vermicompost. I laid down a patch about the size of my hand, put 2 seeds in it, covered it with another patch. So there's one, there's another, and it goes all the way down this fence line this way. We try to use this fence line as a trellis. So down here on this end, you can see this is just raw ground. This hasn't been cultivated, aerated, composted, mulched, nothing. It's just raw dirt. So don't know how well that's going to turn out. Once we get further down the line, we do have some mulch over there, and so the idea, it gets more sun, it's got mulch, it's got topsoil underneath it that's was brought in. So more than likely, and we have grown some gourds and such in there before, so more than likely that's going to do better. But again, just to give a few 6 or 8 seeds, 2 seeds per thing. And see 3 or 4 spots that that I have there it's not been cultivated, basically. So we'll see how it goes. You know, this is all really more deep bedding idea, but again, over there we don't have any deep bedding, so we'll see how that goes. 60 days on that. I'll post a follow-up video showing how both the Tromancinos and the Mangels are doing, and we'll see what we get. It's worth a shot. We'd really like to start growing more food for our animals and buying less. So if we can at least get a little bit of a dent knocked in that with these beets and squashes, then all the better for it. And then obviously if the squashes work out, I see a lot of people have spoke highly about eating them. They're not in any kind of uncomposted manure area that I'm concerned with, so we can actually eat those. Those I actually would be harvesting some for human food. But the Mangels is going to be all livestock. What are you complaining about? This is Wheezy. She's one of our Nigerian dwarfs that we're milking. We got the rest of the crew over there eating on a bale. Doing a lot of bale feeding in here to try to turn this lawn grass into some actual pasture grass. Only time will tell. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. Thank you for any support you give by watching our other videos. Please hit the notification, subscribe, and just stay tuned for everything that we're doing. And hopefully this is going to work out good, and I'll have some good news on my next video follow up with the fodder. Have a great day.